behind me was a feat of engineering, but I'm gonna get to that last. I've got a few other small updates to walk you through first. Welcome back to the DTC Concepts YouTube channel. Today, I am here with some really fun high and dry updates, but first, if you could give us a like and subscribe, it always helps us to bring you content. First things first, we had to move electrical and we had to move plumbing. We've got all of our roughs ready to go. Everything is exactly where it should be based off of our plans. Where we weren't exactly certain what we wanted to do, we ran whips, so just the electrical lines, so we can make sure that our pendants hanging are perfectly placed and we don't have to move any boxes later. It's always kind of a nice way to save a bit of time and money in the future. Other items that were done, plumbing has been sorted out as well. We've got the sink in the same spot, but we did have to move lines that were right here for the washer and dryer because we relocated those to open this space up. So fair amount of work. We had to take it from one side of the house to the other. And then behind me in what used to be a full bath, we're taking it down to a half bath because a bathtub is not needed down here. All of the plumbing had to be cut out. So we've got that set as well. So rough electrical, rough plumbing, finished, great stuff. Next, we've got our drywall going in. Before doing that, we did have to re-insulate all of the exterior walls where it was removed because of the water damage. However, we also insulated every interior wall that was open as well. You can kind of see behind me, some sticking out here. Before this went up, we insulated. Reason being is it helps deaden sound. And there's a bathroom right here. This is the kitchen. So just to have that additional privacy and sound dampening is really great, and it's not expensive to do. I always recommend insulation everywhere you can put it. We're standing in the new layout for the powder room. We've actually shrunk the size of this bathroom. This wall used to jet out. There was no need for it. This is a downstairs powder room. Nobody is using this as their regular bath. So there used to be a shower here. We've taken that out. We've insulated everything before we put the drywall up. And behind me right here is going to be floor to ceiling pantry. You're gonna have a ton of storage for your extra linens, your towels, anything that's kind of overflow from kitchen, paper towels, toilet paper, all will be able to go in here. And then to save money, we left the toilet exactly where it is and we left the sink exactly where it is. And this allows us to kind of save money while also giving the space entirely new life with cabinetry, new vanity, new sconces. So this is a small room, but it's gonna be one of the most fun, I think. Behind me, we've got our kitchen cabinets. Very excited. It's not gonna go in for a couple of weeks. When we're done with drywall, flooring's gotta go down, but I cannot wait to see how beautiful these Shenandoah cabinets are gonna be. So, the engineering feat behind me. We are putting in a new French door. A lot of people want more of an indoor-outdoor living experience. It comes at a cost. There used to be a single swing door over here, and to put a French door in that the client wanted, we actually had to spend about $20,000 to do so. Now, the door itself wasn't that expensive. However, you can see all this new plywood here. We had to lift this up, we had to dig trenches, pour concrete, put additional bracing. We had to put additional hold downs. I don't know if you can see any over here. I think they're all covered up from the insulation now, but new hold downs over here, new header had to go in. This wall basically had to be completely re-engineered to support a two-story house while having this opening. You can see here as well, shear wall had to go in. So we don't just have shear wall on the outside, we have shear wall on the inside. And this is going to be a structural support for this wall. So, you know, while putting the actual door in itself is not that big of a deal, you do have to think about this. We had to hire an engineer, we had to pour concrete, we had to reinforce, we had to put in a header, we had to put in shear wall. All of that goes into that final product. Now, our client felt strongly about having it. I didn't disagree that it would be wonderful. I just stressed the cost. He was okay with it. He felt like for years to come, this was gonna really make the space, and I don't disagree. So when you're doing any project, you wanna think about what means the most to you. For him, Re-engineering this wall underneath the house is what meant the most, because he's gonna be able to have 5 feet of open space to flow in and out of his backyard. All right, we are wrapping up our update here today. Come back again in another 2 weeks. I think it's gonna look a lot different. Our drywall is gonna be finished. It'll be taped and mudded. Flooring should be in, and we should be laying out our beautiful kitchen. If you wanna see high and dry finished, please give us a like and subscribe. Come back and check out what will be an amazing finished product.